Hello everyone, this is Solomon of Solomonic Demons, and today we're going to be talking about the announcement that the iconic retailer Samash Music reportedly set to close 18 branches nationwide. Now, for those that are outside of the United States and don't know what Samash is, well, like I said, Samash is one of the biggest music retailer stores that we have here in the United States. A little bit different if we compare it with Guitar Center, and they are a private company. They are owned by the same family for 100 years, and this year, that is 2024, it marks the 100-year anniversary since the opening of the first Samash store in Brooklyn, New York. Now, one of the stores that is closing, unfortunately, is the one that is located on 34th Street in Manhattan, New York. And this really gives me memories actually when Samash actually moved their old store from 48th Street to 34th Street when I came to this country back in 2006. The first music store that I went was a Samash store. This one was the one that is located in Springfield, New Jersey, and it was a blowing mind experience. For a young immigrant, was a blowing mind experience. They had half stacks of Mesa Boogies, half stacks of Marshalls. They have a bunch of amplifiers. They have a bunch of combo amplifiers. I finally was able to try back then a Line 6 Spider. That was the only thing that I wanted to try. I was young, I was a kid. Nothing wrong about Line 6. And at the same time, I tried my dream amplifier that was back then a Marshall JCM 2000. And I also play out of the wall a Fender Stratocaster. Something that it was really hard to do where I was coming from, without buying anything. I was trying stuff. And the best thing is that nobody mind the fact that I was pulling stuff out of the walls. And I was later on, and I visited the city, New York City, and I went to the Music Row where all these stores were located in 48th Street, and one of those stores were the Samash store. And the experience was even better. It was amazing. And this kept on my mind over the years. No matter how easier the experience has become to buy online from different retailers these days, I still have been going to my local Samashes. So, and that's why I'm making this video, because this announcement really impacted me. But at the same time, I want to give my opinion about what I think that is going on, especially because part of the announcement that the Samash made was that to the increasing difficulty of running physical stores in this digital age, they have taken the decision to close the stores. Now, to understand a little bit more about why Samash has been so important in the musical industry and why this heartbreaking announcement affects a lot of musicians that have been born or raised here in New York and the tri-state area, and for anyone that has visited the Samash store in New York City, we have to learn a little bit more of the history of Samash as a music retailer. Now, Samash, born in Austria, and his full name was Samash Ashkenazi, immigrated to the United States in 1907 at the age of 10, hoping to make his career as a violinist. The musician settled in Brooklyn, and in his early 20s, he founded the Samash Orchestra, playing in weddings and functions across the city. Now, it was during this time that Sam met his life partner. In 1924, they opened their first store in Brooklyn, and they used to live behind the store in a very small 3-room apartment. With the financial struggles of the Great Depression, Sam had to continue playing as a violinist on the weekends, while Rose was attending the store. Now, after the Depression, the business really started going up, and it was on the 1950s when Samash became the second retailer store to carry the Gibson guitar line. This, with the rock and roll revolution, helps the company, and it pushed the business in a way that they had to expand the business to a bigger location. Sam died in 1956, and their sons take care of the company. It was Paul and Jerry that made Samash a chain store, and they were so big in the New York area that their only competition really was coming from the city, the Park Road and 48th Street. The family expanded to open a location in this district, and it was in the 1960s that Samash opened their store in the Music Row. So it was in these iconic years that the person in charge of the company was Jerry Ash, and the rest is history. After the explosion of the guitar era and until the 90s, Samaj was so big that they opened up to 45 stores across the United States in 16 states. Yep, like I said, Samaj has been on the business for 100 years, and it is really sad to see them closing the stores. I mean, at least for me, it is really sad to see them closing stores, but I also understand why they are doing it. It is also really hard to keep afloat a store, especially the ones that are in the most expensive areas like New York City. You know, it is hard to compete with Reverb, to compete with Sweetwater, to Guitar Center, to Musician's Friend, to all the stores that I think that also dominate more the market online, because that's really something that Samaj gotta focus, and that's what they said, that they're gonna focus on the digital era, and that will be good, because honestly their website of Samaj, it is horrendous. It is one of the worst websites I have seen to explore. Almost everything that they have on stock is actually not in stock when you click on it, so it's ridiculous. If you see a guitar that you like, then you click on it, and most of the time it says that it's out of stock. Sometimes the link just doesn't work, it's broken, and yeah, it is very poor, or at least in my opinion. I don't see that their website is not even 20% flawless. In terms of a shopping experience, is not as good as what Sweetwater or Musician's Friend or Guitar Center offers you. I hope they really get a very good IT with the money that they're gonna save closing the stores. But like I said, even when you go to the stores, they have these very old Kmart kind of style computers, and it is very outdated. I mean, there is no other words that I can find. I think that they have a really good presence in social media. You are on Instagram or in Facebook, and sometimes you're gonna get an ad of Samaj, and you know, it really makes you click on the link of the website. But then when you get to the website of Samaj, the experience is ridiculous. And you know, I didn't care about this too much, because most of the times, like I said, I like to go to the Samaj stores. I know the salespersons on my local Samaj of Springfield, New Jersey for years, and you know, they always help me when I go there. It doesn't matter if I'm gonna buy a set of strings or Gibson Les Paul, and that's where I actually bought my Gibson Les Paul Classic. I bought it in person, I had to play it, the guy was with me, and you know, it's always has been a pleasure to buy for Samaj, to go to the stores. But yeah, the experience online is really a disappointment. So in my opinion, if they're gonna focus budget online, is for a change, for a good change. Hopefully they really focus on what they have to focus, that is that online, not just presence. Like I said, I think they are doing well with the online presence that they have. The issue, it is the online experience once you click to that website. And same thing with their inventory. You know, it's not accurate at all. And I really wish the Samaj family the best, and hopefully this is a change for good. So this was Solomon of Solomonic Demons. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.